Greetings, fellow patricians and plebeians. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Lycan Legion, episode 45, Building an Arena. Uh-oh. Tortoises. Alright, Tokus is the only one outside the walls. So just come in, shut the door, and then I'll forbid it. As easy as it would be to leave the tortoises out there to, you know, stomp around or whatever, the danger is, of course, if I get visited by guests or something, and I have a bunch of manhunters out there, it's not so good for the guests, so I gotta clean it up. For a moment it looked like the raccoons were about to assist. Seems that the people stricken with muscle parasites will be on their feet in about half a day. I'm actually going to leave the... Just thinking out loud. Because I want the grills warm, but the desserts, if they were frozen, would be fine. But I'll put everything in there anyway. I think it will look nicer in the end. Oh my god, this is taking forever. I'm gonna force them to aim it like... Actually, what is the ideal accuracy? Short, but not close. But it's not a huge difference between short and close. Yeah, it's taken them a hot minute to get that cleaned up. Ooh. So, guests want to come. I am going to assure their safety. Because that's what a proper guard would do. So we have visitors coming in. And I need to kill these tortoises before they do. So I have Darius, Mila, and Tranlanri reporting for duty at the front gate. So we can clear these out. Also, I think firing on the tortoises that are, like, closest to the potential guests will be important, because they're coming in quick. This fight's silly. Oh, someone got nibbled. Just in time, look at that. The guests are like, oh, this is fine. Alright, now that I actually have guests, the dining room is open again. Get over there, Tokus. Get to work. So once I finish the food delivery room, I am going to build a coliseum for slave combat. Maybe it will even be a method in order to allow for slaves to become citizens, perhaps. Time will tell exactly how the games will go. I mean, if that is a method for citizenship, I think we're going to have a lot of maimed, deeply maimed citizens, but, you know, maybe that's okay. Bunch of war veterans. So this was the new shelf? Yes. So this new shelf should be important for gourmet bake and dessert. Or not bake, grill and dessert. And anyone can go in there. So the no villa or guests will now officially stay out of the, they'll be able to go into where phone is, but they'll stay out of the villa proper. Once those things are moved. In fact, Taurus, I'm going to use Darius. Oh, if Darius is moving to bed, it means Maxis is finally out of bed. That's good. Maxis has been laid up for like a week now. And let's hope this makes a significant enough difference to allow for the food to not spoil. So it's roofed up. Why is it still saying outdoors? Oh, because of fake walls. Yeah, right. Most wall. Okay, so soon it will be indoors, and stuff there will be kept heated so the grills don't spoil. And these guys are actually ordering food. As you can see, they fill their orders, and then Tokus hands them food. So our lovely little dining room is earning some money today. It also means I had frozen the prepare fine stew, and I'm going to need to do that again, because we have people that are actually ordering it. I'm a little worried about a lack of veg, but a lot of this corn is growing. I'll have to keep an eye on it. But I don't think we've had a wheat harvest yet, so that we haven't been able to make bakes. So these early guests are beta testing our dining room. So, where do you think we should put the Colosseum? What do you guys think? I'm going to come up with some options. Hopefully you like them. So one, obvious one, would be adjacent to the Pantheon. Somewhere around here. So this will be option number one. It will displace the graves, but that's fine. Option number two, because it is the slaves fighting, could be down here. Near the slave quarters. It's a thought. Option number 3 could be over in this area. It's a relatively unused area of the city, and it is in the inner city, and it would be an inner city attraction. That could be. And then option number 4 could be next to the Medicus, but right outside of the Western Republic Villa. I don't know how to make a pixel V, sorry. This is as good as it's gonna get. Because the Western Republic is the war republic. The senators, the 3 republics of Rome have kind of a theme or so. So like, Central Republic is like quality of life stuff, like togas, temperature control, meat drying, mosaics, thermobath. The Western Republic is all war, heavy shields, armaments, armor, turrets. And then the Eastern Republic is like work speed, so you've like bronze, crafting bench, you know, global learning, global work speed, global research speed, stuff like that. So the putting the Colosseum here closest to the Western Republic would be on theme. So I'll have you guys vote on the location. There's the poll. I suppose another near the Western Republic villa could be over here too. I could modify this wall, put the Colosseum here near the Cross District and Pantheon, kind of like split the difference. That's food for thought too. Oh boy, we are low on vegetables. I think if I had to do like an emergency harvest of corn, we would have a pretty good amount of corn. But I don't like being down to like 200 vegetables regularly. Doesn't feel good. I didn't look at any of these guests. Whether or not, well, definitely not you, Mr. Creepy Breather. Oh, wow, they all breathe creepy. A kind pessimist. What about you? You are a hard worker germaphobe. What's funny is all these people should be nude. Like, they're all of the Bakken doctrine, which is about nudism. Aren't you, like, upset? Yeah, you're all upset you're wearing clothes. So are you, like, masochists, then? Because if you all want to be naked all the time, but you're not naked, and you have the choice to be naked, then you're just upset on purpose? I don't know. Fowen, the villa looks nasty. What is going on, friend? You're cleared of your sickness here, so there's really no excuse. You are capping up their tea. I suppose that's another thing that we could do, is to have a small shelf of like tea, ambrosia, and beer that Fowen could top up from. But let's see if this works. Because if this works, like if I take Gavros and say, oh, it might be a priority. So this is, if this is important, this needs to be preferred. Okay, yeah. This should work fine then. Because then we haul the grills, and the grills end up over here. The other thing I probably need to do is to limit the stack for these things. So, like, only stack 4 or something. Because otherwise, once we have multiple villas, all of the surplus will be next to the Western Republic villa, and that's, like, not benefiting me any longer. So I will do the same thing over here. This is going to be 10 beer, tea, and ambrosia. So that to resupply their, like, drug supply, he doesn't need to go everywhere. I'm having a real hard time typing numbers today. Like, extraordinarily hard time. There we go. So if this is important and this is critical, it should work out. I guess we'll see. You guys wanted to be near the Western Republic. So I know you're probably sick of polls, but I'm going to offer you a few finer details. So one is I could split the difference and build the Colosseum here with easy access to the Pantheon, easy access to the Medicus, easy access to the Western Villa. I could put it where I originally planned for it. So, you get to pick 1 or 2 here. Quick flash poll, and then I'll actually start building with it. We also have a Lupercalia coming up. Did I look at all these people? I guess I wouldn't want to forcibly recruit them anyway. So if they ever offer to join, I can always consider their offer. Bowen, don't you have access down here? Oh, wait. All the slave food is here now, right? Because we don't... Oh, I think it's more just simple veg meals. Where is all my simple veg meals? Oh, they're on the shelves here. They just haven't been put on the shelf here because of priority differences. So this should be normal priority as a result. Okay. Because that's why Fowen was starving, is these shelves he doesn't have access to. Got it. I think I've left this poll long enough. We know where the Colosseum's going. It's going right next to the Medicus. Alright. I'm really bad at making circles in RimWorld, but I will do my best. It's not going to be enormous. That's circular-ish. Pretty much as good as it gets in RimWorld. And I think flagstoning this up. Sorry, Ambrosia. You're just going to have to go bye-bye. Is the way to go. And then it's going to look a little weird, but it doesn't actually need to be an enclosed space. So thematically, we'll go with a bunch of pillars. And maybe some, like, marble fences around the corners. I don't like that they're connecting, though. I was trying to avoid encroaching on the farm here. How about I do this? I'm going to move it over a little bit. So it connects more or less to the road. Also, if I have to, like, plow over some of the hill route, that, you know, whatever. That might be a better spot. And then we'll have the opening over here. Additionally, seating is going to be nice to have. I wonder if the seating that I have, even if it doesn't functionally work, I think the sauna seating would look best. Generally, for the ritual itself, people just like stand around, so it doesn't actually need to be functional seating anyway. But it will look right when not in use, which maybe matters more. And then I can like fence it off, because I want it to be essentially like a very open feeling building. Although, it kind of looks wrong in some cases, so maybe some walls? No, that's ghost walls. I want real walls. That could do. Just connect up the fence ends. It's the best of my artistic abilities, and we'll leave it at that. So, current priority, Boulder Coliseum. Missed the floor under this pillar? I did indeed. Tokus, are you being charming? I hope so. Here I am, trying to become a Roman senator, or emperor, worried about Yelp reviews. So we're still trying to tile up the entryway. And yet... Okay, there we go. So we have all the entryway granite done. Good, finally. So now we can focus on the lovely Colosseum. And a gift. Iron Centurion armor. Where did you get that? Y'all are nudists. I'm super curious. Oh, slavers are coming in. Well, I do have a slave for sale. Well, Bubba Shug. And Shona, thank you for the resubs. I missed that, Shona. Sorry about that. Now, I do have some questions for you guys, which is about the lethality of the weapons to be supplied to our, will be combatants within the Colosseum. And there's obviously two schools of thought, which is, one, don't make them kill each other, because, you know, a dead slave is not one that is worth much. Meaning supplying, like, wooden weapons. And two... to the death. So when slaves duel, what is the protocol? And I can go both ways. Wow. Even more guests? No, they're just passing through. Father, a legionnaire of one of our senators, Virgil. Pretty important dude. I'll trade with these slavers in the morning. I don't have a good high social person to be able to do it right now. It's not perfectly circular, but it's our Coliseum. It's not supposed to be the Coliseum. It's our little arena. Maybe I shouldn't have called it a Coliseum, because that would be confusing. But oh well, too late. Please stick around to the morning. Oh, come on! I've been waiting for the blight, for the wheat harvest for so long, and then it's like, ha ha ha! No wheat for you. Sorry, Bebo. We gotta go fix this. Yeah, and it was a small enough plot to hit all of them. Alright, instead of resowing, just kill it for now. And then resow it. Oh, that was a letdown. I guess we're not going to have a bake for a while. But thank you, Bebo, for your hard work. You can go rest or whatever the heck you want to do. Okay, Scipia is out of dire Lycan form. Come on. Trade. Alright, who do we have? So I'm going to sell Bat. Don't need Bat no more. Branya. Branya. You are a jogger who could do crafting or mining. I have need of a quarry worker. So I'm buying Branya. Micah. You're a kind cannibal. I don't know if such a thing exists. No thanks. Julius. Misandrist? No, thank you. And Goga. Hygienic miner? I'm gonna buy both the slaves, I think. Both Goga and Branya to work in the quarries. Health conditions? Yeah, I should check those, right? Not serious health conditions on Goga. Although Goga looks old. Yeah, 59. Branya, you are 31. With not serious health conditions either. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna sell like 200 over gold because I have a ridiculous amount of gold to be able to pad the cost. And with that, we have a raffle timer. It is up. So good luck on the raffles, guys. The other question that I have is if you think either of them ought to be granted citizenship. You know what? I'm not going to. We're building a Coliseum. We kind of have a system for that. So Branya and Goga, you are going to need to be imprisoned to be converted. Nope, don't outrun me. That's just rude. Because anyone in our community needs to... Wow, and you have a lot of face tats. Needs to believe in our ideology. So... some conversion rituals are required. Bye-bye. Thank you for your custom. Looks like non-lethal is the choice here. All right. There might be some trial and error in order to, like, get them to fight non-lethally. So we'll see how it plays out. Oh boy, we really were low on corn. At least it's being harvested now. So in these, if it's non-lethal, I'm going to clear them for now. But the plan is to put, like, wooden clubs or something in them. The Colosseum should be sand on the floor. I could consider that. Should I make the floor packed dirt? Yes or no? I don't disagree. I'll have you all vote. Alright, looks like that's it. An affirmative. I don't really need to leave this up much longer. I will be done. Okie dokie. Hey, Slave Rebellion of Del Pierre. Hey, the doctor that murders people. Hey, slaves, who wants to suppress a rebel? Oh, lost a leg. I'm not sure you're gonna serve much purpose in our community without that leg, friend. I mean, I know you're a cook, you don't have to travel very far. You were capable, but I think a one-legged slave, even if it's a peg-leg slave, has a short life in our society. And the raffle timer just triggered for both new slaves. So one, Sebastian, you're gonna be able to name Branya. Oh, you know what? I can't seem to actually name them right now because they haven't joined. So I'll have to wait on that. Sorry about that. I'll raffle them later. I think we need to decide on Dell's punishment. Should Dell be punished? And then, if yes, you can decide what kind of punishment. I mean, maybe he gets to be the christen the arena. Oh, come on, just finish it. Now, the other thing I wanted to do is to actually physically enclose this space, but like leave it open feeling. So I'm going to do ghost walls. It's going to be a little awkward doing ghost walls there. Hang on, maybe I'll reconsider. No, that's not going to work. I'm going to have to just carefully do ghost walls due to the terrain block nature of it. I could do ghost doors, sure. In these spots. Doesn't need to be a heated area, so I guess that makes sense. That way it doesn't, like, screw up terrain blocking. Alright, you think Del should be punished. What punishment? Fight in the arena? Executed. Banished. Sold. Yeah. Seems like the gamut of options. So, you guys pick. You lost a leg already? Yeah, I don't think he's gonna fare well in the arena, but like, hey, you know, you rebel, it's on you, isn't it? We didn't tell you to fight. You chose it. You face the consequences. The reason I want this to be an enclosed space is because if it wasn't, there'd be the danger of slaves wanting to rebel and being near weapons more frequently. And in terms of weapons, let's make 2 wooden maces. Made by Elba for the games. And it's going to be a non-smeltable mace, which hopefully prevents like the actual metal maces to ever be put in there. Well, we'll see, because it also could just be the jade maces too. Who's starving? Why is the senator starving again? This is important. This is critical. Foen. Oh, you know what? This is my fault. So Foen, you don't have access to that room. So yeah, that was not smart. So the Western Villa slave needs to be able to actually go into where the food is stored, I think. So Western Villa slave does not really need to go into the wood storage anymore. Does not really only needs doesn't need access to any of this or this, although the drug shelf doesn't seem to be working. Unless this is also important? No, it's preferred. And you guys want him to fight in the arena. Copy that. Would low quality be less lethal? I mean, it would. But the fight, well, not really. The fight has to end when, like, one gets knocked out. So one has to get knocked out, and the quality weapon isn't going to be a major factor on that. So I'm curious if Fowen hauls the beer to the backup storage. No. I'll have to keep an eye. Basically, I have to just like watch Fowen to make sure that he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. Alright, so don't haul beer, haul tea. Where are you gonna haul this tea? So I think this shelf is not working. This drug shelf. Oh, because they weren't allowed. Okay, that makes sense. I set their quantity, but not whether they were allowed or not. Phone, where are you? Because if I can have the backup drugs be stored in this room, then phone doesn't really need to go anywhere. What would be nice is if I had 2 simple meals here. So the Fowen had access to simple meals and didn't have to, like, go searching for them. So I'll put in 1 more shelf of Fowen's food, which will get delivered. Simple meal. Limited to, like, let's say 2. This is critical at stack limit 5, so I'll do critical stack limit 2. And I think that will resolve any of the issues that we had previously. Okay, I'm going to remove the roof off of all of this, but the fact that it got roofed up indicates that it is an enclosed space. Cool, and the maces are there. Of course, they're not of equal quality. Maybe I should have them of equal quality so both of the combatants have equal chance to win. You know, try to keep things fair. Might sound crazy, but let's do our best. So, hey, Elba, can you make like a normal quality mace? I know that's like a big ask, considering it's probably going to be better. I could also have them both be good. I just basically want them to be the same quality. Granted, of course, the combatants themselves will have different health conditions and abilities, but that's besides the point. Of course, he makes the masterwork. Okay, let's keep doing it, bud. Lower your quality a little bit. I could use a different crafter. 2 masterworks would be fine too, just as long as they're the same quality. I'll just keep making it until I have 2 of something of the same. Alright, there we go. Normal. Perfect. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Lycan Legion, which originally streamed live on Twitch October 27th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Legionnaires.